Hey guys! So we are back in the shop, and you're not going to believe this, but we are finally getting back to Vicki's table.
Yay!
It's been, I think the last video we did on this was January 18th. I think that was part 7 if I remember right. So where we left off on that video, I'll put what video that is across the screen. In fact, I'll probably put all of the videos that are pertaining to Vicki's, in case you guys are just brand new, and all the videos pertaining to Vicki's table, I'll put across the screen so you can go check those out. Anyway, just weather and circumstances and wind and
life.
It's just been crazy. So it's been like, what, 5 months? It's May. It's middle of May.
And I'm ready for it to be done.
Yeah. So I think we're getting close. I think we're getting close. So where we left off is we were outside, and Vicki had done, she had routed the bottom side and done some sanding. And
put a finish on the bottom.
Yeah, and then just put, I think, just like a brush coat. So what we're doing now is we got to build the base. So we've already done a lot of this work. We want to kind of just go over what we have done and then put this thing together on camera so you can get an idea. Again,
we are
a disclaimer.
Not furniture makers.
At all. Not even close.
Not.
We're just kind of feeling our way through this.
Videos that we've watched, we're kind of putting our take on a bunch of different videos based on what we know how to do. So,
yeah.
So please do not,
take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, take it for what it's worth.
We're amateurs at this. So we're just going to do the best we can. Hopefully it will be of help to somebody out there. Anyway,
maybe give you some ideas on what you can do differently.
Yeah. So I'm going to get over around the camera, and I'm going to pan down here, and Vicki's kind of go through what we've done.
Kind of gotta?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Woo!
Oh, that was close. All right, where's the... All right, so.
Okay.
You want to splain?
I'll splain. And Eric's going to kick in anytime because my splaining is not very good. So what we did, I bought the legs from the Carolina Leg Company. You guys, these 4 legs, they're spalted maple. They're beautiful. They're very, very sturdy. They're very heavy. And then Eric went down to
Woodworker's Source
and found me some spalted maple boards. These are, I'm not sure how thick they are.
1 inch net. After we milled them down, they're 1 inch net.
Yeah, so what we did, we cut them to size. We laid everything out, based our measurements on where we want the base on the top, obviously. And then Eric cut them down to size. We did a round over. Eric did a round over. On the edges, this is going to be the edge of the outside bottom. So when you're looking at the base, this is what you're going to see the round over. Then I'm going to put pocket screws into the actual leg. What did we say? This is like 5 inches.
5 by 5.
5 by 5. Yeah. And then I wanted them lifted off. I didn't want them to come right to the top of the this board, to come to the top of the leg base there. So we're lifting them up 3 stir sticks high.
Yeah. Very technical.
Very technical. I don't know how high. It's 3 wood sticks high. And then Eric made this jig because we want to make sure we get it exactly the same all the way around. So Eric just made this little jig. He got that from his dad. He's a jig maker.
Yeah.
And then, so we're just going to set this up corner. Woo.
Ooh, nice catch.
Nice catch. Corner that. And
so that will automatically put each board in the center of that.
Sure it will.
In the center of that thing.
In the center. Yeah.
So we'll come back. When we come back, we'll actually film putting some pocket hole screws.
Pocket hole screws in it. So we'll be back in a minute.
Okay, so we've got this thing in place. I've actually already drove one of the pocket screws in. Vicki's just kind of gonna hold everything in place while I drive these screws. That doesn't feel right. Where is that? All right, here we go.
felt that grab.
Yeah, they pull in pretty good.
So we put 3 pocket holes on each board to attach.
We want as much strength as we can get.
What we did when we set this thing out, we just had, because they're not quite square on the base of these legs, so we marked them, the length. We knew which way we wanted to line them up, which way the leg had to set so that everything lined up, so that everything, Lord willing, is going to be centered and everything's going to be good. So
Vicki's wearing her favorite work shoes.
Yeah, sorry, I hate shoes. And then what we did also, we on the other side of the legs, we numbered them so that we know when we take this, each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that when we pick this up and put it on the table bottom, it's also numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, so we make sure we have it set exactly the way we want it lined up. So, again, maybe not professional, but it works for us.
Well, so far it's
worked for us. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach the rest of the legs, and then we'll be back for the next step. Okay, guys, so there is the first step of putting our base together. I think it came out pretty good, and that baby is solid. It is solid. It's not done yet. We will have a brace that goes from here to here. Again, we'll do the pocket screws on both sides of that, so that'll be a brace in the middle, and then there's still more to come. So I guess that's it for now. Did you get some good pictures of it?
Yeah, I think I got a pretty good.
I'll tell you what, this thing's
it's solid. It just
this thing weighs almost as, oh yeah, we were turning it over and I came up as Eric came down with one of those legs and whoo, knocked me silly. But man, so far so good. So we will not count our chickens before they're hatched, but the first step has gone pretty well. So we'll be back with our next step, and we'll show you how we're going to secure it even more. So we'll be back in a minute.
All right, folks, so we are out on the back porch. We got this thing completely constructed, and I want to go through a few things that I did since the last scene that you saw. So, you know, Vicki was talking about us putting this this centerpiece in, which really stabilizes it, I think. It's kind of off kilter a little bit, but I think it's good enough for what we want. Fortunately, it's going to be hidden most of the time. But the other thing that we did is Vicki went on and bought some of these corner brackets. And we didn't know when we bought them, but they were pretty short as compared to what we needed. So let me show you what I did to counteract that. So first things that we did, and I don't know if you guys saw that on the last scene, but this inside corner on all of these posts, we put a really deep chamfer. That's what the instructions say when you put these brackets in, so that you've got a flat to drill that hole. And then what we did was I took these little pieces of the same material, just scrap, and I Starbond those in place up with the surface of this, and then I put 2 screws after the Starbond set. I put 2 screws all the way. I don't know if you can even see that. 2 screws in there on each one just to secure those blocks. Then we attached the corner brackets by having those 1-inch blocks in there. It worked perfectly for attaching these corner brackets. So once these were attached, then actually this morning I went and put these studs in. So the way these are is they are threaded to go into the wood that far, and then the nut and the washer goes on the outside. Now, you guys, I'm probably preaching to the choir. You guys probably already know this, but once I drill this in, how do I drive that in? Well, I just put a double nut on it. By putting a double nut on this, and this is, again, you guys probably already know this, but I thought in case somebody didn't, the way you drive these, you put a double nut on, and once you tighten that up, that's just like having a bolt ahead. So that's what helped me drive that all the way in. So those are in that far. And then, of course, you just loosen those nuts, and it's good. And you put your nut and washer on, and it worked perfectly. It worked just like I thought it would, which is very unusual for me. So these are the brackets. Sorry. These are the 4 brackets. This thing is like, gosh, I would be really surprised if this thing couldn't support a couple thousand pounds. It's absolutely rock solid. Really happy with the way this thing came out. So on the next scene, we're going to actually start putting a finish. I got the critter sprayer all set up. We're going to start spraying a finish. I'll show you what we're going to use.
Sorry about the wind, guys, but it's windy as heck out here.
All of a sudden, yesterday it was in the low 90s. Today it's in the 60s. Crazy weather. Anyway, so yeah, we'll come right back and we'll put a finish on this thing. So stick with us. Alright guys, so what I decided to use on here is this polyacrylic. I've had this for a while. I don't use this very often because it's an interior finish only, but it is a gloss. That's what Vicki wanted, is a gloss. So, and it's water-based, and it does spray really well. I think I sprayed around 50 to 60 pounds pressure with my critter. And so the thing is, remember guys, this is something that I learned not too long ago, just about a year ago. This had been sitting in the jar for a while, so I went ahead and used my my strainers, my paint strainers, and I strained it to make sure all the clumps are out of it. Because if you don't do that, if it just sits for a while, then you'll have problems plugging up your critter. So anyway, let's. I'm just going to spray this end real quick and kind of show you what we got. This stuff goes on crystal clear. It is definitely a clear. And
that's exactly what I wanted.
That's exactly what Vicki wanted. Go ahead and spray the top, of course, just to seal it up.
Look how pretty that is.
That is beautiful. Again, guys, we're not furniture makers. We're just doing the best we can with what we've got. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and finish spraying this off camera. This is the end of this video. We're going to have one more video, and that'll be the top. We'll get the final coat on that thing. We'll assemble this deal, and the next time on the next video, it should be in the dining room right where it's going to live. So anyway, hope you guys like this. We're super happy with it so far. And we will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com. You know where we're at. If you need supplies, makeawoodsign.com. We'd love it if you'd share this video and give us a thumbs up and comment. Please comment. Every comment that we got, it makes us look a little bit better within the YouTube algorithm and community. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.